Hello, brothers and sisters of my heart. Welcome to our Spiritist talk tonight. I'd like to share some announcements with you, but first, we're gonna play a couple of songs to prepare ourselves, to prepare our environment, and but if you have a chance, turn off your notification. We're gonna prepare with these songs that bring us a peace in ourselves. Stay tuned.
Hello everyone, good evening. My name is Publio. I'm gonna sing a couple of songs to prepare our environment, to prepare our soul for the Spiritist talk tonight. So welcome to our meeting. First of all, I'm gonna sing a song called Vibrate. When life lends a hand, it's time to open up your heart. It is time to love one another. It's time to take part. Vibrate always, loving and serving everyone. Vibrate always, loving and serving everyone. When we give our heart in charity, our lives are transforming into songs. Our dreams become reality, and we join Jesus for eternity. Vibrate always, loving and serving everyone. Vibrate always, loving and serving everyone. When we give our heart in charity, our lives are transforming into songs. Our dreams become reality, and we join Jesus for eternity. Now I'm gonna sing a song that really calmed me down. If I close my eyes to pray, I heard the sound of the sea far away. If I close my eyes to pray, Jesus cradles me, in his arms I sway. Body harmonizes, how well done with the hand. Music lifts his spirits in sweet ballet. Nature's love, a constant giveaway. In joy and peace, my heart finds its way. If I close my eyes to My name is Publio. I'm gonna sing a couple of songs to prepare our... Now, song to Mother Zephyrina. Source of love that radiates, warm in our power, cold nights, support and comfort, support and comfort, cascades from down the mountain, calling the children of earth with love in their hearts, with love in their hearts. My soul never loses hope, because your love always teaches me the solution lies in hard work. The solution lies in hard work. Oh, my Mother Zephyrina, harvest of wonderful blessings, make your small son a good Christian, make your small son a good Christian. Source of love that radiates, warm in our power, cold nights, support and comfort, support and comfort, cascades from down the mountain, calling the children of earth with love in their hearts, with love in their hearts. My soul never loses hope, because your love always teaches me the solution lies in hard work. The solution lies in hard work. Oh, my Mother Zephyrina, harvest of wonderful blessings, make your small son a good Christian, make your small son a good Christian. Love in action. Oh, Jesus, here I am, my knees on the floor, to say thank you, my Lord, for the lights that come through this door. Your love is the key to change the entire world. Using these chains wisely, we will live in peace others is helping myself. Your words now are so crystal clear. Your teachings have no frontiers. To see how this transformation, we just have to put love in action. Now I understand. Helping others is helping myself. Your words now are so crystal clear. Your teachings have no frontiers. To see all these transformations, we just have to put love in action.
Hello, brothers and sisters of my heart. Again, welcome to our Spiritist talk tonight. Everybody is welcome to this part. Everybody's, we are very happy to have you here. But as usual, we're gonna share some announcements with you. First of all, if it's possible, turn off the notification of your phone so make less noises. Try to find a quiet place so you can enjoy the meeting. In our meeting, it has a format of 30 minutes presentation after 10 minutes questions and answers. Everybody's welcome to put a question or comment anywhere. So we'd like also to invite you to pick up, to have in hands a cup or a bottle of drinkable water, because in the end, in the spiritual care, we're gonna ask the magnetized water for the good spirit. So if you have in hands, it's gonna be easier. I'm going to explain to you those things. So also I'd like to share with you our meeting is transmitted today through our Spiritist Canada FaceTime, Facebook, and YouTube. Also Concafres America Facebook. And on Saturdays, 3 different times, 5, 7, and 8 p.m. We Our meeting is retransmitted by Kardec Radio and Kardec Radio YouTube. So everybody is welcome to see right now or after the meeting. For those that are interested to learn a little bit more about Spiritism, we are so happy to announce that our free online course started last Saturday, and next Saturday we're gonna have the first class, actually, the Get to Know Spiritism. Everybody's welcome. If you are a spiritist, if you are a spiritualist, if you just want to understand things like what happened with me after the life, is there's a life after the death, there's a death after life, how this works, God, Jesus, the model. So everybody's welcome to come and stand with us a little bit. It's a very short period. It's 14 classes only. So if you are free, next Saturday, 5:15 ET time. So this group also have a support group for gospel at home. If you are interested, if you know what is this group is ready to help you to start and maintain a gospel at home. It's a moment that you take and pray together, study together, you or your friends, your family, or you alone. So everybody that wants to, please, there's a link in the site. You can write your name, and we're gonna go after and talk to you, and we establish and maintain a gospel at home. We also we also ask, like, everybody is welcome to make anything, and that sometimes we understand people need good vibrations, good vibes, good hearts. So with this group also has a book online. We're gonna post the link. If you know someone that need a good vibration, you put the name there. Is a private book. Nobody's gonna see. Of if you thinking that you need a good vibration, put your name there. In the end of the meeting, the good spirits go and help with good vibrations for all those is in the book. So everybody is welcome. Okay. Tonight we have the happiness to bring to you a very interesting theme for us to understand a little bit more. It's in the Gospel according to Spiritism, chapter 9. Blessed are the meek and the peace-loving. Item 9 is the anger. Who is anger? Who can be angry? So this is a very interesting theme that our sister Marcel from Oshawa is gonna comment this part of the gospel. So I'd like to invite Marcel soon to come here and join us. And everybody, again, everybody is welcome to make comments in the end of the presentation. So we're going to try to answer the questions according our possibilities. So as usual, hi, this is Marcel, my dear friend, my dear sister. Hi, Marcel, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Okay, thank you. Welcome. Welcome. The
Thank
day
you.
getting better when you're here with us.
Thank you.
As usual, all the hours meeting, hours Spiritist talk, we start with the prayer. So I would like to invite to Marcel to make the initial prayer. Okay, Marcel, I see you in the end. Thank you.
See you, Publio. Thank you. Hi, everyone. Good evening. So let's do our initial prayer, and I invite everyone to close your eyes if you wish, and feel comfortable. And let's elevate our thought and thinking God, thinking Jesus, and let's thank God for the opportunity to be here one more Tuesday. Thank you for all the blessings, all the mercy that comes towards us. Let's thank for this day, for our health, our peace of mind, for all the protection that we receive from the good spirits. Thank God for everything you have done for us. We ask you to inspire me so I can convey the messages better I can, because your teachings are very important, so we need to spread your gospel to the world. So help me, and may everyone, incarnate or discarnate, who's gonna watch this talk today or whenever can receive the message and understand that we need to do our best to become a better person in this world. So, once again, we thank you and we ask you to be with us today and always. So be it. Okay, so good evening again. I'm very happy to be here. And today, as Publius said, we're going to talk about the chapter 9. Blessed are the meek and the peace-loving. The topic is anger. The items is 9 and 10. Not only 9, it's the 10 too. Okay, so these the two items from today, the topic from today, anger. It's about two. Today starts right. It's about two messages sent by two spirits to Kardec in the Gospel according to Spiritism. So this is the end of this chapter, the chapter 9, and both texts are very beautiful and make us reflect. Let me just pass here just a second. So one of them, protector spirits, from in it was sent in Bordeaux, 1863, and the second one by the spirit called Hahnemann in Paris, 1863, same year, right? So both texts are very beautiful and make us reflect on the importance of controlling our emotions. Of course, we know that in the world we live in, where we are still very imperfect, we need to understand all the evil we are capable of. However, on this journey towards our redemption, turning to Jesus offers us a great opportunity for transformation. So let's see a little bit more. I brought some parts of the text so we can reflect about. And the first thing that I brought here is it is in the Bible, Matthew chapter 5, verse 22. And he says, but that was like Jesus said, right? But I tell that anyone who is angry with a brother or sister will be subject to judgment. Again, anyone who says to a brother or sister, Raka, it's answerable to the court. So this verse reminds us that anger and contempt in the heart carry weight before God, not only outward actions, because Jesus teachings, um, Jesus teaches us, right? The words and attitudes matter just as much as our deeds. It is a call to guard our hearts and tongues, seeking peace instead of contempt. So it's very important to us, and I know that it's not easy. I'm not saying that it's easy, but it's very important that that this teachings from Jesus, right? We understand and we try to put into practice, because it's just like trying and trying, doing our part, that we're gonna get better. So, um, so what is anger? Because like the theme of this talk today is anger, right? So what's anger? Anger is a temporary dimensions make us resemble animals, and it's a loss of reason. So, and this in this part in red is from the gospel. So in their frenzy, angry person attack everything from brute nature to inanimate objects which they crush because they do not obey. So anger blinds eyes, stripping away reason and humanity. It reduces us to impulse rather than wisdom, leaving destructions in its path. This passage reminds us that self control and patience are not signs of weakness, but true strength as they preserve our dignity and allow us to respond with clarity instead of chaos. So, if you will think a little bit, like in the past, a time that we had anger and we got very, very angry with someone or with something. And if we reflect about our actions, um, we should be ashamed because most of the time, if we don't try to think and like have patience and self control, and if you like let the anger like controls yourself, we can do things that we can regret. So the best thing is not easy, as I said, but the best thing is trying to self control, to have self control, right? And have patience. So otherwise, we can hurt people and we can hurt ourselves too. And why do people get angry? Pride leads us to dim yourselves, to be more than what we really are. We cannot endure any comparison that might belittle us. It also makes us consider yourselves to be so far above our brothers and sisters, whether in spirit, social position, or personal advantage, that the least parallel irritates and hurt us. So pride. This is the I think is the trigger. Is the most reason for us like to get angry because we we are imperfect, right? Imperfect spirit. So most of the time, if not always, we think that we are better than others. So if something gets our ego, we get angry. Like if it is something that we don't agree with, we get angry. We don't control ourselves. Most of the time, we forget about humbleness. And Jesus, when he came here, he brought his examples, and his examples are all about humbleness, right? So we need to think about it. Even impatience. Sorry about. Um, let me talk a little bit more about this here. Sorry. So this reflection shows that anger often springs from pride, right? I said. When we place ourselves above others, even small comparisons wound our ego, as I said. So humility, however, frees us from this trap and opens the way to peace and understanding. By embracing humility, we learn to see others not as rivals, but as companions on the same journey, each with their own strengths and struggles. So we all have strengths and struggles, and we are not better than others, and nobody is better than us, right? So we are singular person. So there is no one in this planet who is like the same as me. So this is a reason for us to think and respect other people, because everyone is different. Everyone has like um, different journey, different experience. Everyone was raised in a different way, so different culture. So we need to respect the difference. So this is gonna help us to fight the anger. Now, so even in impatience, um, which often causes puerile announces, is connected to the importance that one attributes to one's person, before which one thinks everyone else should bow down. So this passage reminds us that impatience is often rooted in pride. Again, what we just said, the belief that others must conform to our desires and pace. True patience is born from humility, recognizing that the world does not evolve around us and that every person has their own rhythm and difficulties. And consequence of anger in our life. It can change our health, it can compromise life, makes ourselves its fourth victim, makes everyone around us unhappy. And what a deadly grief it would be if, in a hot headed outburst, we committed an act we would regret for the rest of our lives. So, a person who has angry feelings in their heart can harm not only others, but especially themselves. It can harm their health. Furthermore, we don't have the right to cause discomfort to others. Who likes being around an angry person? This type of attitude and behavior only distance us from the people we love. So we need to take care for the people we love and not to be cruel to them through our anger. Anger not only harms our health and peace of mind, but also makes us its first victim, spreading suffering to everyone around us. This reflection warns us of the lasting sorrow that a single reckless outburst can cause. A reminder to seek calm before words and action we cannot take back. Chico Xavier was a very important medium in Brazil. He has a story that when his mother was still alive in that time, he was she was telling him about the peace water, and he like tried to find this peace water, or water of peace, right? He went to the pharmacy, he went to the stores, but he couldn't find. So he came to his mother and he asked, like I can't find this water that you said. So I'm trying to buy to have this piece of water, this water piece, right? And she said, so this water can be any water, like the one that you have at home. So the question is, or the thing is, whenever you have like you think that you're gonna get angry, take the water and put in your mouth. Don't drink it. So when you like are very very angry, put the water in your mouth and don't drink it, and stay with this water until you calm down. So if you will do that, we can avoid lots of things, lots of, even a heart attack, right? Even a heart attack, because it can change our health. There is some, like in the spiritist literature, it says there are some books that tells stories of some spirits that were discarnate, and they were telling that their life, like a man, I don't recall his name, when he reincarnate, he came to live around 84 years, something like that. But he was a very angry person, and because of this, he discarnate when he was 58. So he was 20 for 20 years. When he discarnate, he was 20 years spiritist. So for 20 years, even though he was a very angry person. And when he was like in the real life, the spiritual life, it was told to him that because of his temper, his anger, his life, like he lost time of his life. So he like passed away before the time that he was supposed to go to the real life, just because of his temper. So this is a very important like information for us, like to try to control ourselves, right? To do like try to do our inner transformation. And like I know it is hard, but we need to try like every day, little by little, right? So we must try. Why must we try not get angry? So anger does not exclude certain qualities of the heart, but it keeps one from practicing much good and can lead to practicing much evil. This fact should be enough to motivate our efforts to control it. Moreover, spiritists should be aware that there is another reason anger is the contrary to charity and Christian humility. Why? Because anger blocks the good we can do and easily leads us into harm. For those walking in faith, there is an even deeper call. Anger stands in opposition to charity and Christian humility. Overcoming it is not just self mastery, but our way of living the gospel in daily life. So we need not only study the gospel, and to start, Publius said, like before I came here, about the Get to Know to Spiritism. It's a free and online course that we have every Saturday. We started our class last Saturday. So was the introductory class. So the first class is going to be this Saturday now. And we need to study the gospel, but we need to live the gospel. We need to live in our life, daily life, the Jesus teachings. One cannot justify anger as an organic propension justifying one's behavior, as if it was a defect in his or her creation, and not a spiritist problem who doesn't want to solve its problems and sorry, I was trying to pronounce this word before I come here. And I have a hard time to pronounce. Extras. I'm sorry. So, ex, ex, extirpate
Activate.
its vice. Thank you, Publio, for trying to help me. So, anger I'm sorry for this like lack of control. Anger shouldn't be seen as a natural flaw, but as a spiritual challenge. It's not about what we are made of, but about what we choose to overcome. When we justify anger as a part of our nature, we avoid the inner work needed to grow. True progress begins when we take responsibility and commit to transforming our reactions into conscious choices. A peace-loving, this is another part of the message. A peace-loving spirit, even in a ill-tempered body, will always be peace-loving, whereas a violent spirit is in a lymphatic body will not thereby be meeker. Instead, the violence will only take on a different character. By not having a suitable organism to second its violence, anger will be more concentrated, whereas in the former instance, it will be more expensive. So, this passage reminds us that true temperament comes from the spirits, not the body, because when we die, it's only the body, the physical body that dies. The soul remains alive, right? A peaceful spirit remains peaceful, even in a body prone to irritation. Likewise, a violent spirit doesn't become gentle just because the body is slow or passive. The violence is simple change form. It's a powerful reminder that our inner nature shapes our actions more than our physical traits, and that real transformation must begin within. And the body does not cause anger in persons who do not already have it, just as it does not cause the other vice. All virtues and all vices are inherent to a spirit. So otherwise, where would be the merit and responsibility, right? So this passage emphasizes that anger and other vices are not caused by the body, but are rooted in the spirit. Our physical form may influence how emotions are expressed, but it doesn't create them. Virtues and vices are spiritual traits. And that's where true responsibility lies. Without this understanding, there would be not merits in choosing good over evil, not accountability for our action. And the God's law is the law of progress. So it makes everything change for better. It depends on us through it depends on us though to speed up or slow down our pace. It's up to us if you want to elevate ourselves, if you want to evolve ourselves, right? Or if you want to be like stopped, like no, I'm not gonna like evolve, I'm gonna do like just living my best life and not worry about the spiritual life. So the law of progress teaches us that everything is meant to evolve, allows always toward improvement, but the pace of that evolution depends on us. We can choose to grow faster through effort, reflection, and change, or slow down by resisting transformation. Progress is inevitable, but conscious progress is a choice. So if we don't progress much this life, we will have to do the next one. So if we have the chance, if we have the opportunity to do this now, why now? Why not, right? And this is very important. Prayers helps. So if we connect ourselves to God, if we pray, we will receive all the benefits. We will receive all the help we need. So be not quick in your spirits to become angry, for anger lodges in the heart of fools. Anger is not the strongest. Do something. So prayers help us shift our inner state. As the passage says, anger lodges in the heart of fools. Remind us that reacting with anger is not a sign of strength, but of imbalance. True strength lies in choosing peace, and prayer is a powerful tool to help us to do that. Instead of letting anger take root, we must act, reflect, pray, and transform. And there are some instruments that we can use to fight the anger in ourselves. So the firm will, benevolence, obedience, resignation, do good, charity. Because when we practice charity, we see that some people uh like has struggles, like much more struggles than us. So in this case, we become more humble. So to overcome anger and other inner struggles, we need more than good intentions. We need tools. This passage highlights four powerful ones: firm will, benevolence, obedience, and resignation. Will give us directions. Benevolence softens our reactions. Obedience aligns us with higher principles. And resignation help us accept what we cannot change. Together, they form a strong foundation for inner peace and spiritual growth. And refrain from anger and turn from wrath. Do not fret, it leads only to evil. This is in Psalms chapter 37, verses 8. So, Psalms reminds us that anger and worry only lead to harm. It is a call to pause, reflect, and choose peace over reaction. Letting go of the worst is not weakness, it's wisdom. When we refrain from anger, we open space for clarity, healing, and spiritual growth. And to finalize, I brought up very beautiful message from Emmanuel that calls in the work of salvation. So let me read with you here. So, in the work of salvation, why are we not understood? Why does loneliness invade our existence? Why do difficulties surround us? Why so much shadow and hardness along our path? And with each question asked by us to ourselves, despair and disconnect often follow, demanding under the deadly rays of anger the advantage we feel we are owed. We declare ourselves disappointed with our family, abandoned by our friends, misunderstood by our companions, but even persecuted by our brothers. Mental intemperance brings into our hearts the thorns of disenchantment and unapproachable organic imbalance. turning our existence into a rosary of idle and sickly complaints. This, however, happens because the Lord has not designed us for the dark cliff or rut, but rather for the work of salvation. No one restores a service in the shadows of disorder. No one helps by systematically hurting for the mere pleasure of tearing down. No one blesses the task of each day while cursing them at the same time. No one can be both friend and executioner. If you carry the message of the gospel within the world of your soul, prepare yourself to help endlessly. The earth is our school and our workshop. Humanity is our family. Each day it's the blessed opportunity to learn and to serve. No matter how distressing your situation may be, always support others, and you will be acting in the blessed work of salvation to which the Lord has called us. This is in the book Living Source. In Portuguese, it calls Fonte Viva. So, to finalize, in the journey of spiritual growth, anger is not a natural flaw, but a challenge to be overcome. It is rooted in the spirit, not the body, and its transformation depends on our will, our choices, and our commitment to progress. Through prayer, reflection, and the practice of virtues like benevolence, charity, resignation, we can rise above reactive emotions and move towards inner peace. Progress, it's a law, but how fast we evolve, it's up to us. Thank you.
All right, Marceli. Uh, you gave me a lot of opportunities to think, and I got the impression. I got the. I'm sure right now that everything that you brought to us to try to make it clear, everything is on the top of self control, right? Like to avoid the anger, the self control. We have to. The question I put there in the chat, we have a couple of questions. I put the question for you and maybe can help you a little bit because I put here,
Mhm.
according to everything you brought, self control is the key to help us. It's I could find this. Now, how can I get the self control? You brought a lot of things there, like Emmanuel. You brought the message from the spirits, and it's not like a very easy thing. Of okay, Pablo, do this, and that's it. Like I can buy somewhere, like because nowadays we technically people say, "Oh, I don't have enough time." So where I can get this self control, where I can go to find this self control. Can you help me to clear this?
In my opinion, first of all, seeking Jesus' teachings, first thing, right? Jesus' teachings and his examples, because he's our guide and model. So his example, he always had this self-control himself. And the second, I believe this study, it's a very good opportunity to learn more about how to do it. The third thing, we need to do our part, even though it's hard, even though like the word is gonna bring for me like in lots of situations that like It's gonna test me, it's gonna test my patience, but we need to be a good Christian. And one of the commandments that Jesus, like, he summarized the 10 commandments to two: love God above everything, and the second it's love one and another. It's like my shirt, I don't know if you can see here. Love one another. So if you will love someone and you don't want to hurt this the other person, right? So you will try to self-control yourself. Yeah, just
In
to
name of
have
the
the
love.
self-control. Yeah, because you love, because you don't want to harm, you don't want to hurt anybody.
Yeah.
I don't know if you
There,
could
there's a
clarify.
lot of questions here that I'm gonna try. We have people from many different places in the world, from Brazil, uh, from Canada. So there's a guy here saying, in a search of sunrise. I just look at the video of the universe or just listen the Apex Twin. So you can find the peace, you can find the inspiration to calm down and not get angry. Very good one. I really like this answer. There's
Mm-hmm.
another one here from a person called Joelma from Brazil. How
Mm-hmm.
can you practice humility when faced with an offense? So now it's easy. It's you're the one that I love you. I'm gonna have all the patience. But when someone that you barely know and they offended you, how can you practice this?
Do as Chico mothers said,
Oh, the
put the water
water,
in your
the
mouth.
blessing water.
Yeah, and stay with the water like whenever
I
you are
I really like the
feeling
exercise.
angry.
I really like the exercise because you cannot swallow the water. You have to keep the water in your mouth for a couple of minutes. So after that, the point is you calm down and you start thinking. So instead get angry and say things that you're gonna regret
Mhm.
soon, you get calm down and you start realizing what you're thinking. And there's a old phrase, a old saying about the old wiser guy: get to know yourself.
Mhm.
Right?
Yeah,
you
so
you
next.
always you in your message you brought this to us. We
Mhm.
have to understand and learn how to control ourselves. Learn how to what
Yeah,
are we so we can help this process.
yeah.
We
And
have
just 1 second, still in Joelma's question, I just it came up here in my mind that Jesus said that we need to forgive seven, not only 7 times, right? But seven multiplied by seven, right? 70.
yeah
So in face an offense, we need to forgive. So this is a way to practice humility too.
we are short in time, but this question
Mhm.
here is very short but very interesting. What is from Rodrigo from Winnipeg? What
Mhm.
can we do to reduce our anger? What happens if I do not control my anger?
Yeah. So what can we do to reduce is like it's a work that we need to do every day, especially if we know ourselves and if we know that we have like anger inside of us. We need to try little by little, as I said
Mhm.
previously, that we need to um, like the things that I told, that like things that we can use to fight, the instruments to fight, like we need to have like
Benevolence
benevolence, obedience, resignation, and the
and
firm will.
charity. Yeah.
right? And what happens if I do not control? Like, you can get sick. You can get sick. You can
Oh,
get like heart attack, have a heart attack or something, right? So, and you will hurt people who you love.
yeah.
So it's a choice,
Yeah.
right? Not
Yeah.
easy, but it's it's on our hands.
Okay. I'd like to extend this for half an hour more, but we are short in time. I'd like to, in name of this group, that we are not here alone. There's a people in the background working to make this happen. Say thank you very much for bringing us all so important lessons and came from the gospel according to Spiritism and Emmanuel and many different spirits. Thank you, Marcel, for your dedication, your time. God,
Thank you.
God
Bye.
bless. Bye bye. Okay, now we're gonna continue with our meeting, our spiritist talk, and this part is the spiritual care. What is the spiritual care? Let me rephrase this to make it easier. Spiritual care is a spirit transfusion. It consists in two parts. Pass. Pass is the transfusion of spiritual energy, assisting our physical, emotional, and a mental balance. So, to best benefit from the spiritual care, please follow the guided audio instruction or remain in prayer. You may close your eyes if you wish to help with mentalization. And now is the time now is the time, sorry. Now is the time to magnetize water. So bring here close to you. And the water, as you know, is the chemical that receive healing energy from our body and soul. So which you and your family can be benefit from. So you can drink the water after the blessing. The blessing comes from the good spirits that put there the good energies to help your body, to help your soul, and anybody that can use this. The spiritual. Now we're going to do a prayer, a final prayer for the treatment for the spiritual care, and it's going to be again a final prayer. So I invite all of you, if you feel comfortable, close your eyes. Close your eyes and say, "Thank you, Lord, for this opportunity to be here. Thank you, Lord, for one more day that we could see, we could meet, we could work, we could make friends. Thank you, Lord, for all the opportunities that we had today. We'd like to ask you a blessing for tonight, for this moment that spiritual care. Allow the good spirits put in our water the magnetize that we really need for our soul, our body. God bless all the homes, all the people that are gonna be used, gonna be listen this spiritist talk tonight or in demand. They can be reached by your love, but your energies. So be with us today and forever. So be it.
Let's get ready for the pass and water fluidification. Please get a container with clean water to be fluidified. Brothers and sisters, it does not matter where you are, what type of hardships you are going through. Jesus is always ready to come and help us. Place yourself in a comfortable position which can make it easy for you to reach concentration and receptiveness. Breathe slowly and easily. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Fill up your lungs with air and let it out very slowly. Let tranquility and peace energies penetrate your lungs and move throughout your body. Your soul in harmony with your body feels easy and in peace. Let's imagine Jesus' passage. A clear day, the sun's golden rays illuminate the happy passage in Capharnaum. A lot of white houses, multicolored vines, and hopping birds fill the landscape with optimism. The news about cures attracted the crowd in need. Suddenly, Jesus appears slim and handsome. His tunic was hanging down to his feet. At sunset, all those with sick people hit by several illnesses would bring them, and as he placed his hands over each one, he would heal them. This is what Luke the evangelist says. Let's imagine Jesus approaching you. He holds his friendly hands over our head. Notice that from his generous hands, a waterfall with clear and pure water originated from his love come to bathe you. It flows on your head, goes down your shoulders, bathe all your being, and brings you peace, serenity, and balance. They remove all impurities and pacify you. Feel the water bathing you, cleaning. Breathe. Now, imagine Jesus as a sun before you. His light, his warmth surrounds you. Feel the healing energy that comes from Jesus towards you. He hears your prayers. Trust him. His love is endless and it follows you and protects you. It provides you with everything you need. Have faith. Absorb the healing energy from Jesus. His light surrounds you. Feel the energy going through all your body. Feel stronger and in peace. Lord Jesus, our divine friend, reach out your generous hands, Lord, and change this water into medicine for our physical and spiritual illnesses. Protect us, Jesus, with your peace. Spread those vibrations of love throughout my home, Lord. May peace, health, and tranquility reign here. We are very grateful to you, Jesus. Stay with us today and forever. Thank God. Please remember to use the fluidified water.
Hello, my friends. Yes, we got in the end of our meeting, but I'd like to ask you to follow us through our Facebook, Spiritist Canada Facebook or YouTube group, Path of the Way, Path of the Light in Instagram, and Spiritist Canada YouTube. So thank you very, very much for participating with us. We had many different people that came here tonight. I'm very happy, and I hope I can see you on Saturday in our first class of Get to Know Spiritism. So everybody's welcome, even though if you don't sign for the to register, it's not a problem. Just show up there. We're gonna post the we're gonna post the link that you can participate with us. Have a wonderful week. God bless all of us. Take care. Bye-bye.
Then we take peace and love and spread it to the world.